scare a bunch of people right now, okay? You know, this isn't anything new. Anybody has access to this information. You can get on YouTube, you can get on the internet, you can pretty much search this stuff up yourself. And I've gotten a ton of messages on this. I already knew this, but I told you guys for like the longest time I wasn't gonna go get my CDL. And then a couple of months ago, I decided, hey, you know, maybe I'll go and, you know, take the CDL test, right? So you have until February, I believe it's 7th. February 7th is of 2022 is when they are going to make it so that schooling is required to get your CDL. Now, that's not what made me decide to get my CDL, because I am going today. I actually was just there to take the test, and apparently you need a birth certificate. I didn't know that. I didn't personally know that. I thought I could get away with Social Security card. I can't, so I'm going to get my birth certificate now. But basically, the new rule into play, this was supposed to take effect, I believe, in 2020, and COVID hit and then pushed everything back. Then it was 2021, now it's 2022. So by the time February hits, you are going to either, if you don't have your CDL, schooling right now is like $6,000 to go get your CDL. It's definitely going to be more than that, because they're going to make it so that only certain people can give you the test. It has to be certain qualified people, and that's going to be that. Now, that's not the scary part, right? School to go get your CDL, whatever. I'm going to get my permit now. We all start somewhere, so like I said, I'm going to get my permit now, and I will go take my test after I do some practicing and more studying. I just at least want to have my permit for now. Now, I've been told if you at least have your permit, you will be able to get your CDL even after that date. As long as you have your permit, you're exempt from that schooling initially. For some reason, anything happens. If you want to go add an endorsement, if you want to go from a B to an A, you have to take schooling to make any changes on your CDL, from what I've heard. Now, there's a lot better information out there. I don't know the whole gist of it. I just know, get it now. That's my logic. So, now why is this so scary is down the road, there is something that they are talking about making it so that non-CDL is illegal. Basically, if you're a commercial motor vehicle, you are going to need a CDL. Basically how California has it, if you're over, I think it's if you're pulling a trailer over 10,000 or you're over 10,000 in general, I can't remember, but you need a CDL-A in California, and if you're under 26,000 in California, you need or under 26,001 in California, you need a restriction 88, or that's what you'll get. You'll get restriction 88, Class A CDL, so you're still limited to 26,000, but you're over 10,000. So really weird how they do it, but I do feel that if you're driving a commercial vehicle, you should have a CDL anyway. I know that I've kind of changed my thought process over time, but this is what happens when you learn, you grow, you find new things out, and you see how other people are running. I've seen how I used to run before, and I know there's people out there that run like I do, or did. So, I mean, you have guys out there, no logbook, no anything, and at the end of the day, I get why they're doing it. I do feel like this could be a good thing. You know, I'm not a big fan of more regulations or whatnot, but I do feel like it could be a good thing that they're going to try to do away with the whole non-CDL thing, because it is a big loophole. That's what it is. So get your CDLs now. I can't tell you if it's that hard or not, because I haven't gone to take the test yet, but I've been studying all day. Yesterday I downloaded a CDL test, and it basically, the one that I downloaded gives you 8 questions, then it gives you 12 questions, and then it goes through and through until it's asked you every single question. I think the general knowledge had like 70, and I understand that the actual test only gives you like 50. So general knowledge, I think I only got 9 wrong out of 70. So I know I'll pass that. It's the combination and the air brakes that I need to study a little bit more, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to pass those. Hoping that I'll be able to pass all that today. But we will see, and we'll go from there. Whether we pass, we fail, I'll let you guys know, and we'll go from there. And I will give you the honest truth of, was it easy or was it not? Alright guys, that was super anticlimactic. I went in there, it was like 10:20 when I got in there. It is 11:30 right now, so about an hour and 10 minutes is how long I was in there. And I got 1 wrong on the air brake test. So I passed. CDL permit has been achieved. I got all 40 right on the general knowledge. I skipped, I think, 4 or 5 questions, And then on the combination, I think I skipped 2, but I got all of them right. The 16 that it requires or whatever, 16 or 20, I can't remember. And the air brakes was 20, and I got 16 of those right. I got 1 wrong on the air brake because I kind of rushed through that one. I was really trying to get every one of them correct, but I got 1 wrong, and it was my bad. I should have skipped the question, but not a big deal. I didn't get 1 wrong until the air brake test is the final test anyway, so it was the last one that I took, and I think it was like the 2nd question, and I'm like, oh, don't do that. I was like, all right, let's start this over. So, yep. Other than that, we have a little bit of a to-do list to do today, so let's get to running some errands. And yeah, I will link down below well, I don't know if I'll be able to link it, but let me see. If you guys want a good app for studying, this is the app I was using. It's a little red one, CDL test. Basically, I don't even need it anymore because I've already passed, but I went through my Pennsylvania CDL. I did the general knowledge, the air brake, and the combination vehicles. Now what this does, like I said, I think I said it earlier, is it will give you like 8 questions to start off with, then it'll give you 12, then it'll give you 16, and it'll keep going and going and going and repeating certain questions, and if you get it wrong, it will throw it in the back of, at the back of the test, so you'll get to answer it again, and then over and over and over again, you'll be, slowly learning these questions. And this was the test. I started doing that at like 10 o'clock yesterday, and I basically studied all day. I didn't do anything yesterday. I didn't film anything at all. I just literally just did that. And then this morning, on my break times, I ran through the air brake and combination test. I ran through it twice. And, I probably studied a lot harder than most people have told me that they have, but I really wanted to pass the first time. I really did. So here it is. I'm super happy with that. If you guys use that test, then once you answer every one of the questions and you've gone through it, unlocked the last one, it'll ask you if you want to restart, and then it'll ask you all of the questions all in one shot, so you can go through that and you can take the test again and again and again. So there's like 70 of the general knowledge, like 30 some air brake and combination, and then it's only going to give you so many of those questions. So like general knowledge, it'll give you 70 questions, there's only 50, but it's going to choose randomly through them. And a lot of you guys know more about it than I will, but hopefully that helps you guys out. So, all right, so that's going to pretty much do it for this video. Hope you guys learned something from this. I definitely was able to, share my experiences with you guys as I just went through it. I shit you guys not, I was in there for the testing portion no more than 15 minutes. It took me less than 15 minutes to take all 3 tests and pass them. So that's just coming from my experience. I was definitely over-prepared for the studying. I studied all day yesterday, and even all this morning, I studied for all of that, so that's how it was. So I was in there for about an hour and 10 minutes just because of the fact that I had to wait in line and do this and that. So I think when I looked at the clock, it literally was less than 15 minutes from the start of the first test to the end of the last test. Like it went really easy. But again, be prepared, don't rush it, skip questions because it'll put it at the back. You don't get docked if you skip a question. You only get docked if you get them wrong. So hope you guys enjoyed, hope you learned something. See you guys in the next video. We're gonna get the truck washed for the video after this, and we're gonna start working on the trailer, but that's for the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.